Millions trusted the absolute stability of the world's largest trading border until political decisions shifted the economic balance. Welcome to the Layer Deep. Today we are analyzing the strategic developments behind a major shift in North American trade. For decades, the commercial relationship between the United States and Canada operated under established, predictable frameworks. But following a sudden, significant administrative directive, that status quo is facing its biggest test in modern history. To understand how we reached this point, we have to look directly at the underlying legal mechanisms. Utilizing a specific authority under Section 338 of the Tariff Act of 1930. The current administration signed official proclamations targeting Canadian exports. This move directly imposes a 50% tariff on key industrial sectors, disrupting a highly integrated supply chain. In a strategic effort to protect domestic interests, the directive deliberately exempts essential energy resources, potash, and critical minerals. However, other massive pillars of the Canadian export economy were included in the immediate enforcement line. The core economic impact lands squarely on three specific sectors: automobiles, dairy, and alcoholic beverages. Because the North American auto industry relies on parts crossing the border multiple times during assembly, a 50% tariff threatens to create massive operational friction for manufacturers on both sides. Analysts estimate that roughly $20 billion in active trade value is now subject to these premium penalties. Supply chain experts warn that these added regulatory costs could ultimately influence the final retail pricing of everybody consumer goods. But the critical questions remains. How will Canada manage this economic pressure? Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, along with provincial leaders, is currently reviewing formal retaliatory measures. Government frameworks are looking at targeted counter tariffs that could focus on specific political or economic sectors inside the United States. With the official implementation framework set to solidify on August 19, both governments are operating under a tight 30-day administrative timeline. What began as a high-stakes trade negotiation tool has evolved into a comprehensive economic standoff. The US-Canada trade alliance has officially entered a complex new chapter. The coming weeks will reveal whether diplomatic interventions can resolve the disputes, or if these tariffs will permanently rewrite global supply chains. If you appreciate factual, highly researched investigation into the forces shaping our world, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who wants to understand the real mechanism behind the headlines. When the international trade policies shift, the entire landscape changes. Thank you for watching. See you next time as we go a layer deep.